Ella may be all alone. What's up, Abe? Abe. Hey, that's a new hog. Usually I get the little running pig, and that's not.
Running.
No, over here he's looking at me with tusk. I don't know. Different app. Trains a pig different. How you feeling, Arthur?
Oh yeah, just different app because it's on my phone. It's the same.
Yeah. You're welcome. Hey, Courtney. C103. Lady Boo. Carol. Yeah, you'll show up to the after chat, but you won't come listen to me do the Bible study. You have to, if you go back and watch the Bible study, though, and it's like, you can't be mad at me. Can Madison hear me? Courtney? I just want to know, she's like, pop, pop. Hey, Maddie Sue. Maddie Sue, what are you doing?
Probably, I try to talk to her and all she says is pop pop.
Oh, that's that gummy. Oh, well. Bet I can wake her up. All right, I'll fix that. I'll bring her another chocolate bar.
Different.
Yeah, it's a different camera. I was trying to speak up. I was hoping I was loud enough. Was I mumbling some? Child abuse. I'm calling now. All right. The missus came and checked it. She said it's just a different.
As soon as she gets this package, she'll have it.
Look on the box that has your jack-o'-lantern in it. Yeah, I'll be on there. So I have to admit that we plugged that thing in, and it's like awesome. I did that.
So we just really had to pay attention.
Oh, okay. That's good for you. It's oh, you never should have said it like that. Oh no. Come here, little dude. No. Maybe this is one I got though. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta set this up for effect. Oh crap. Honey, will you turn that light off? It's gonna get dark. Don't everybody freak out at one time. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, man, God, I look better like this. Ready? Hello. that does not do it justice. It's like it's got red and blue and green and all kinds of different colors. He's like, ooh, it's not scary at all. But there's red. There's yellow. Yellow and blue and green and all the colors at one time. The red. Yeah. It's pretty awesome actually.
Put that down. Courtney.
What'd she say? There you go, Courtney. That's whenever you find a plug on something, I think we should probably plug it in first. Because, yeah. Anyways, we had a garage sale in case all you people are completely lost. Biddy Boo did this big net, which I still don't know what is. And I thought that was a fade, but evidently not. It's something different. And anyway, it's like a place setting or not a place, a table decorated for a specific season, like at a buffet or something. And but anyway, it was supposed to be for fall, so I found some Thanksgiving decorations and some Halloween decorations and a plain Christmas wreath and like I don't know what that bottle of vinegar and stuff was, but anyway, I took a bunch of garage sale stuff and made one, and it's probably the best video I've done all month. But then people bought all my stuff, so I no longer have a fig net or whatever it is. There's the story of the lighty upable whatever. Anyway, does anybody have any questions pertaining to tonight's Bible study or the Bible in general?
At least it's not a big net. I was going with big.
Y'all may have to tell you what I think about. There's hardly anybody in here. I don't know. I think I'll wait and put this out there as a video because I've got to do some whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5 pages, and it's insufficient to explain what is going on with our youth and our young people, and why there's so many people killing each other for stupidness. Hey, Corsair. Or good afternoon, sir. 540 there or something. Oh, 640. Oh, it was like only an hour off. Arizona will mess you up every time. But should have been the other ones too. I was doing my preaching thing on that one. That was like pretty rough. Oh, that's fine. It's only 54 minutes and 54 seconds. You can jump the first, what is it, probably 6 or 8 minutes, just me going blah, blah, blah. The headlines had me boogered. So I need to get a hobby like, just do like this. And this web tracking device. Is that even a real word? Well, trying to read them. See if we went to war while I was talking. Well, shouldn't open this. Republicans coalesce around gun control. What does that mean? Oh, man. Does anybody realize that we almost had Castro out of office and then Obama said, you know what, here you go, have some money. Just boom, let's open it up. So instead of, your country being to the point where they finally had enough, they're going to kick your old butt out and start over. Let's prevent that from happening. Cubans weren't going hungry. I have to read this. Well, continue to do so, sir. Your blood pressure will go up. You'll want a cigarette. You don't need one. Hey, Brian. It's not you, it's me. I'm trying to do too much. Stop with the video. I don't want to watch it. Do not want a video. I'll have to read this later. But anyway, yeah, apparently we got some honky donkey stuff going on.
Depends on what they, are they an innocent person that was being assaulted, or were they being all of the other face being a jerk and the person who brought that? Basically.
On Ephesians, what if I see someone getting assaulted? Should I intervene or just watch?
You should never just walk.
You shouldn't just watch.
I mean, it might be smart to keep walking.
I will never step into a fist fight between a man and a wife again.
No.
That chick will turn around and go to flailing on you like it ain't nobody's business. No, that you wouldn't have been wrong on. That, and I thought you meant like somebody beating somebody else up. Assault and rape are two different things. If you catch somebody with a screaming girl and clothes getting ripped off and stuff like that, knife to the liver, man, and then call 911. Said, man, that's the only way I'm old and slow. It's the only way I could get them off. You know, and they better hope they wasn't too far from a hospital. They won't do it again. But you got anymore though, if you yell at somebody to break up a fight, you wind up getting shot. So you just got to be ready for the consequences. Unfortunately, everything comes with consequences nowadays. Actually, rape is treated more like murder in some Jewish sects, because you've assaulted the person, you've stolen their purity, you've stolen from their future husband. There's a lot that they read into it. The rapist, as a general rule, is stoned to death. So yeah. But now I gotta hold on. Let me go get my book. I gotta see what part of Ephesians you're saying it says that you can't stop somebody from raping somebody. Must have missed something somewhere. Where is that at in Ephesians? Walter? Oh, no. We were talking about the armor of God. This is not a sword that could be used as the armor of God. Could this sword be used in the army or armor? This isn't the armor. This isn't part of the armor of God. Could it be used in an army of Christian believers? Yes. When you just was probably great, but this we were talking specifically about the armor of. Hold on, let's go back to it. Verse 11, put on the whole armor of God. It's God's armor we're talking about, not your armor. Not your breastplate, not your bulletproof vest. It's God's armor. God's armor is for fighting the spiritual enemies of God. God's armor is what you use to fight the Antichrist. Jesus said to what? If you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. Do I believe that Christians are supposed to be pacifists and allow people to walk all over them? No. Can you kill somebody for persecuting you as a Christian? Nope. That one you just pretty much got to stand there and take it. Do you have to let somebody hurt a family? Will you be forgiven? Well, yeah, I guess you could. Should you be forgiven for sitting in your village, eating your potatoes and your pancakes and whatever else, while right up the road they're herding people into buildings and into bar ditches and murdering them by the thousands? No, you shouldn't. As believers in Christ, you should go out there and take the guns away from the people killing other people and shoot them. Whether they're your son, your sister, or whatever. Should you stand by and allow evil to occur when you can physically stop it? No. Can we arm ourselves and walk around going, we're the army of God? No, that's the same. Ours has to be defensive, whether defense of ourselves or of other people. We're not to be on the offense. It's defensive. That much is true. I don't know. Did David stab the wound? That's between you and God, man. I don't know. I don't know what God. I don't know where God tells you that. It's not. I can't pray through that. I could pray through it for me. I could find out if I am supposed to wound them or make it count. But that's between you and God. But you have to make sure that it's the right spirit answering your prayerful meditation on the word. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, and that's Selena that was in the room. She's going in for a stress test and something else in the morning, so she asked for prayers.
I'll lift her up tonight. Shut Pot Desert. I'm not a pacifist Christian, but I cannot, in good conscience, as a teacher, tell you that you should go out and kill other people. I can't tell you in good conscience that you should only wound other people. Each situation is unique unto itself. After having been told to sell his cloak and go buy a sword, the old boy in the garden got in trouble for using the sword because he used it at the wrong time. Jesus said, if you're ready to live by the sword, though, you're going to have to be ready to die by the sword. So everything has a consequence. It's, like I said, it's easy. It just ain't simple. Or it's simple, but not easy. You got to worship God. You got to follow God's rules. But then you got to do the hard stuff. You've got to decide. You have to discern. You have to be responsible for whether or not you listen to the truth or to the lie. You. It's not easy. It's simple. It's not easy. As a man, Walter Davis, the Reverend West, or Pastor West, or anything else, I think you, by going there with the intent to do something, if something happens, you have displayed intent. So I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Trust me, I've thought about it. But West walked himself all the way through it. And West said, you can't do that. They're not attacking, Antifa's not running up the churches and burning them to the ground. They're not dragging people out of assemblies and beating them down for being Christians. So it wouldn't be a God war. There's a difference between our country and God. It used to be a lot closer together, a lot less of a difference. This is not true anymore. And this is grape sucker, and I don't want it. And I think that was my last one. Dang it. Except for that bag. Funnel cake. Score. Um, but anyway, that's. Then why don't you find out who the members of Antifa are? Take your Bible and go preach to them. Try to convert them to Christianity. Would that not be just as proactive and in the long run more productive for both you and the members of Antifa? I mean, yeah, I know the pearls before swine thing, but did you try that first? Or have you just, is there a spirit of anger, and is it righteous anger? We just went over that it's not the kids, young people that are twisted up and tied up inside that are the problem. It's the spirit and the dark powers behind it. It's the Antichrist that's got them there. That's your enemy. If Antifa comes to you and attacks you, you don't have to let them kill you. But you can't go hunt them down. That's me. Now, let's talk about something besides that. Just once, I'd like to leave one of my live streams up and not have to take it down because I want people kicking in my door. No, West End on Sugar. And I'm not sure Antifa is as big a problem as people talk about. I don't trust the media at all. Oh, this is supposed to be after chat concerning the Bible or Bible study for questions and such. There, Billy Bird. I live in church 24/7. Huh. You figure out that easy fix on meth, or Walter, and you let me know. "31 years, one day at a damn time. One day at a damn time." Just because somebody gets addicted to something doesn't mean they're a useless piece of shit. Took me 2 tries to get addicted. Threw away close to a year and a half of my life. I mean, threw away that much. Wasted more. Took me 2.5 years to get off of it. Two. Well, to get to a point where I haven't bought my next things. Anyway. It's not that simple. People, they keep letting people open. I mean, people are like with the, "Let's open another casino. Let's open another casino. Let's open another casino. Let's open another casino. Let's open another casino." Nobody loses that much money at casinos. If people were losing that much money at casinos, nobody go back to the casino. Think about it. Just, nobody in there with anything worth all the money they're shoving in the machines. Or if they are, how's that machine making anybody any money? How is that even making any sense to scratch off that much money, or just throw that much money away every day? How about be responsible enough to take the veil away from your eyes and realize that by the little bit of sin you allow to float around and go floofy in your world, you're still supporting the big stuff. All those little internet slot machine deals, they're just a front for recirculating the drug money back into the economy. Just that's how this is done. You take the little machine, the people go dunga dunga dunga. Okay, they put it 4 quarters. On the books, we say they put it 8 quarters. Oh, we let them have their 4 quarters back because we got the 4 quarters that we got from the drugs back in the bank now. And it didn't cost us nothing. Look. And Mary Sue and Billy Bob, the deacon and his wife, they're up there at the casino helping us do it. Personal accountability. Listen. Casinos aren't in business. Casinos are a front for business. You can tell me there's enough money to build a building like that and put billions of dollars worth of artwork and fancy stairways and give away free drinks and all this crap for a guy going in there playing a quarter slot machine. When it was just Vegas, it was believable. When that's on every damn street corner in the country, no. Not so much. And that has nothing to do with me being a Baptist or whatever. Gambling's stupid. It's fun. I got scratch off tickets up here. I don't allow myself to go, oh, I'm going to go, I can win this, I can win this, I can win this, I can win this. As if I look at one, I say, oh, that one's pretty, I'll buy it. And once every 2 or 3 weeks, I'll spend $2 on a Mega Millions or whatever. Might get lucky, you never know. But I don't play the online gambling games. I heard of Chip sit here. I didn't even want to go into the daggum casino to buy a pack of cigarettes. Nope. Don't gamble. Wow. Haven't gambled since I was 19. I'm not talking about gambling being a sin, Dad. That's not the deal. I'm talking about people always try to point out a specific, they look at like the drug problem and stuff like that in the country. Let's look at it as if it was Trey Ezel's duck pond or stock pond, whatever you call it. I got a problem at my stock pond. Look out there. All you can see is this weed floating around on top of it. Can't get in the water for these weeds. The weeds aren't the problem. What you see on the surface isn't the problem. The drugs, the sex, the violence, it's not the problem. It's the corruption underneath the surface of the water that's feeding the weed. That's the problem. And it takes work to get it out of there. People coming up with all these different ways for Trey to get the duck stuff out of there. It's the easiest way is to get some domestic ducks and they'll eat a lot of it. The best way is to literally go out there with a floating net, drag it across the top, let it grow back, drag it across the top, let it grow back, drag it across the top. Actually physically remove the stuff, dry it out, feed it to your hogs or your cows. You can eat some if you want to. Because each time it grows and blooms on top of the water like that, it removes some more of the problem. Casinos on the online little gaming rooms that pop up all over the state of Texas all the time are a front for laundering money that was not made legitimately. I'll stand on that. It's the only way the math adds up. If you're throwing money at those things or at a casino, you are in support of child sex slavery. That money funds it. Granted, but the Cherokee Nation and the this nation and the that nation, they do so much for so many people with all the money that they make. Mm-hmm. It's a legitimate business now. You gotta have some way to keep from having to pay taxes on all that money. Casinos make a little bit of money. Not that much. And if they do, then people got too damn much money. Got you have people having to commit food stamp fraud to feed their kids. On one side of town. And on the other side of town, you got people living in multi-million-dollar homes going to the casino in a day, pissing off enough to support that woman and that child or them children for a month. Where's God in that? Where's humanity in that? Where? Where is right in that? Well, it's my damn money. I can spend it at the casino if I want to. Really? It's true. I mean, it is America. You can do what you want to. It's your money. We don't need to. We just need to make sure that we're not being a part of what's evil, especially if it's going to make our life less happy. If we receive our joy from earthly things, are we dependent on Christ for our joy? Are we dependent on the Creator for our joy if our joy comes from earthly things? My joy comes from godly things, from my granddaughter saying "pop pop" way before she learned to say the other one. From being the first person to get kisses. That's where my joy comes from. From my sons saying "I love you, Dad." From my daughter saying "I love you, Daddy." That's my joy. My joy comes from the sun coming up and a cool breeze coming across under the trees. My joy comes from God. There's a lot of hardship comes from worldly things, but that's about it. Do I indulge in worldly things? Yeah, sometimes. I'm flesh. I have to. I don't make them the center. I don't make them my escape from the world. I don't make the world my escape from the world. I mean, that's just silly. What are we talking about? Don't get me started on the bingo thing and the church thing and everything like that. Do I pastor a church that supports bingo? Do you attend a church that supports bingo? Did I ever say no? It's all the same to me. If it doesn't do God any good, it's not any good. Does God need us? No. But should we do what's right for God because God said it's right for us? We're made in his image after all. So if it's got to be good for God, it's got to be good for us, right? Watch the law. Crap. Hey, Craig, what's the You stay up there. Make sure it doesn't come back. Gotta go on a flashlight hunt. Yeah, it was under the gun. Don't tell anybody. That's embarrassing. Sorry, that dog took out after something. Now is her for the really reals. They boss this amount of bark, so I have to. There's all kinds of stuff out there. You never know. The connections between the illegitimate businesses and the legitimate businesses are invisible. People want to talk about how this and that's all corrupt about the government and the people in charge of our country and the bureaucracies and stuff like that. And then y'all want to think that or pretend like the other dark sides of things aren't associated with those. The people that run the casinos are the same people that were going on the airplane and going to the one place with the Clintons. Who's supplying them with the kids? Street games. As long as it ain't their cousin or their little sister, they don't care. Is it every little gangbanger know that's what's going on? No. It's got to be specific. It trickles down. Hell, the Antichrist fully understands trickle down economics. He knows it works. You got a guy at the bottom of that freaking pyramid that's making $6,000-8,000 a month. He don't care what. He don't care if the guy up from him is making $10,000 a month. He's like the king of his block. He don't want to know any more than he's got to know. He's got enough he's got the evil unto the day before him. We get men, fellow patriots, sovereign citizens, We have to start taking responsibility for our world. What we do or do not do affects us and everybody else around. What we accept or what we refuse to accept affects us and everybody else around. It is up to us to do what's right, or it's up to us to either do or allow to be done what is wrong. You don't allow good things to be done. You do them. By not doing a good thing, you have allowed a bad thing to be done. Indifference. And before I make everybody hate me, because y'all remember, I ain't had a cigarette in like a really long time. Like a really long time. I haven't even used the vaporizer that was given to me to help me as part of the plan. I haven't used that. So, in my defense, my brain is misfiring like you know. Yeah, I need a cold beverage too, but that would be like way too much for my nicotine deprived body right now. I would ask that y'all pray for one another, and that you search the mirror just as diligently as you search the newspaper. That you research yourself as diligently as you research the next or latest or greatest or favorite conspiracy theory. Sucks having to deal with the guy in the mirror, but that's the one that counts. That's the one that actually makes the changes. No. I can't even see that one. All right, there's a blue wrench out there that doesn't have anything to do, correct? All right, I need to click on that and eliminate it. I'll do it. So. All right, guys, we got those people in here. That stream was petering down anyway. We're not gonna fight with them. So, anybody want to go through there and like block them and hide them from the channel and like report them and stuff like that? Y'all knock yourself out. I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction. But if y'all want to play whack-a-mole for a while, I'll keep it open. What is that? What are they saying there? Because it's not. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to Google that later or something. There you go. Anyway, these are just some people out here doing the search because I put it in the screwed up and put Bible in the what do you call it tags. So it's guys. It's a little group of kids that are we worship the devil and stuff like that. They don't even know what they worship. I mean, they don't even probably ain't got no fuzz on the buzz no more or at all ever yet. Yeah. So if that's they're like, here we got blocked and stuff. I mean, oh, this guy's coming back with this. That was the same picture from earlier. Yeah. Now he's gonna dump. Anyway, guys, I've been on here long enough. Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out. Sorry I got so negative or whatever, but seriously, enough's enough. I mean, it's here. We don't need to wait for an economic collapse or a civil war or a giant earthquake or a caldera or the sun to go. The real problem's here already. The real problem has showed up. He's not even trying to hide it anymore. This is 2 weeks in a row I've just got hammered by these people. I mean, the Antichrist is here. He's working. He's winning. All three of the shooters, the guys that did the shooting, do y'all notice that they all had this slouching neck? They all had a less than manly structure to their body. They looked like defeated eunuchs. It's now. Get right with it. Stay alive. Don't die. Get your ducks in a row. The important ones first. Doesn't do any good to have food to live another 10 years if when you finally starve to death, you go to hell. Just saying. Love all y'all. Y'all have a good night. See y'all Friday-ish.